Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen here for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Miami Dolphins have to make a decision sooner rather than later. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the breakdowns and all the updates. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Coming on the eve of one of their most huge playoff games that they've ever had in their history against the Buffalo Bills this weekend, it just goes to show you the Miami Dolphins have some serious decision making to make. When you think about this roster, you're thinking about championship. When you think about all the money they spent to not only replace their head coach, to get Tyreek Hill, to build this offensive line in free agency, to spend massive amounts on the defense, this Miami Dolphins team was primed, set up for a championship run. They were primed and set. They thought that they had everything. Tua's going to lead the way, Tua Tagovailoa. And you're looking at this point at, the Miami Dolphins have the right guy behind center. Now, mind you, Miami Dolphins have had a record-setting year. You look at Waddle going for over 1,000 yards. You're also looking at Tyreek Hill going for over 1,000 yards. You have a lot of people playing, plugging pieces. You got to look at the tight end position, putting up numbers. The offensive line has really been playing good. The defense is coming to the aid of Miami Dolphins and keeping them in close games and helping them win. And they were a factor of them winning the last game of the season to help them make the playoffs. The coaching has been phenomenal. When you look at offensively, they've been able to get off and have some record-setting games against some teams that you thought they would not beat, and they ended up winning and being very competitive down the stretch. But what it leads to this is Tua's success in his most successful year as a starter has come with multiple head trauma injuries, with him having to leave the game in each one of those games. When you're looking at the most scariest one, I would say, that happened in Buffalo. You look at the incident with Green Bay. You look at so many different things and how this team is ultimately looked at, how it's ultimately judged. It's going to be this way. Can the Miami Dolphins keep the quarterback position healthy in order to win a Super Bowl or challenge for a Super Bowl or be a contender? You look at the likes of Teddy Bridgewater being a backup. That's not really success. That's not really having a stable backup that's going to help you lead in case your Tua goes down. So with this NFL draft coming around this season, and we're getting to the point where it's playoffs and then you graduate to the offseason, the Miami Dolphins have decisions to make. Will they pull the trigger and bring in a big free agent to replace Tua or put him in the competition? Just in the event that he doesn't make it through the season, you have somebody to replace him? Did the Dolphins invest major millions of dollars into Tua, hoping that this is just a phase in his career where he can get over this as far as the concussions go? Did Miami Dolphins possibly go in the NFL draft and trade up? Because you got to think, they moved heaven and earth to get Tua in the first place when they had the opportunity to get Justin Herbert. They had so many different opportunities to get other players, but they chose Tua. So at this point in time, it leads me to say, the Miami Dolphins have to make a choice sooner than later because you have a championship window. Those championship windows, as fast as they open, can essentially close that much faster. So if you're the Miami Dolphins ownership group, you got to look seriously into this. And after this season, you have to really ask yourself, is Tua on the chopping block? Is he tradable? Is he cuttable? Are you looking to move him for capital? Are you looking to move him for another piece? Are you looking to get a guy in here that's a vet? Are you looking to go in the draft and get a big name quarterback or a later round quarterback? It's so many different options on the table. But Tua with these concussions may not be the answer. While I like Tua personally, while I think he's an amazing QB, your best availability is being available to play, not being in the 10 on the sideline. So what's best for Miami? They may need to go get another quarterback. Leave your comments in the comment section below. What do you think the Miami Dolphins should do? Be detailed in your description. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for all the breakdowns and all the updates. And as always, we thank you so very much. We'll see you in the very next video.